are completely overwhelming you, and your spirit feels crushed beneath the weight of it all. Maybe the unknown of life scares you to death, and you just wish you knew what to do next. Maybe you're anxious all the time, and you feel like your negative thoughts hold you captive in your own mind. Maybe things are 98% great, but there's that last 2% lurking around the dark edges of your mind that, if you're honest, you have no idea what to do with. Like Matt said, we all have stuff. But what do we do with it? And you may be thinking, I've never had much success dealing with my stuff. What are you going to give me that's going to help? If I could give you one thing, if I could know your answer to how are you, if I knew your intimate secrets and the deepest longings of your heart, if I knew your greatest struggle, if I could see all the negative things you tell yourself, if I could look you straight in the eye and give you just one thing, I would give you God's Word. God's Word leading you, God's Word healing your broken places, God's Word fighting the lies, God's Word encouraging your heart, God's Word battling your insecurities, God's Word giving you purpose, God's Word in the middle of the night, God's Word all day long, God's Word for life and blessing and joy, God's Word helping you overcome negative thoughts, God's Word for you. No matter if you were my best friend, my worst enemy, the president, or my kid, if I had the privilege of knowing you in your struggle, God's Word is the one thing I would labor to give you. Why? Just one verse, one small word from God is more powerful, more impactful, more beautiful, and more grounding than any other thing I could give you. Why is God's Word the thing? In His Word, the Bible, the God of everything big, small, vast, and deep, is telling you His story, a story He wants to invite you into, a story about His goodness and His good plan to make all things right. God's words aren't just a self-help strategy, they are our best and only hope. His words are powerful because He is powerful. His words are beautiful because He is beautiful. God's words ground us because in them we find every true thing, every answer we need, not just to overcome our negative thoughts, but why we have them at all, what's wrong with the world, and how we can find hope and joy and goodness. All His promises are in that book, and they are true for any and all who would believe them. They are so, so, so good. The words we are going to learn are God's words. God has something to say to you specifically. My fingers are flying across this keyboard right now because I am so amped up to share this with you. I want to hop on my chair and throw my arms wide and proclaim at the top of my lungs that God has something to say to you. God has something to say specifically, individually, right now, and each and every day to you. He wants to step into your life, your every moment, your problems, your joys, your projects, and your purpose through His Word. And His words for your life, those words aren't just true and helpful, they are the actual voice of God speaking into your life, even now. No matter your circumstances, God has a relevant, powerful word for you. And even just one verse has the power to change everything. How just one verse changed me. I know the power of just one verse because I've seen it again and again in my own life. God used just one verse to reach into my fear at 8 years old and change my heart and my eternity. Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. God used just one verse to fuel me to run after Him in high school when so many of my friends were going the opposite direction. John chapter 10, verse 10. God used just one verse to comfort and care for my soul when I was in the darkest season of my life. Romans chapter 8, verse 15. I want to give you God's Word because through it, God has truly changed my life. It is bread for my soul, a light on my path, and the hope for every struggle or situation I encounter. When you stand on one verse, when you fix your mind on it, when you speak it into your heart until it takes root,